Good evening, students. Hope you are doing well. So this is the video relating to day before exam strategy relating to CMA inter exam. Okay. First of all, my dear students, forget about the previous exams, whether you performed well or not. Okay. And the second one is relax some time, then start the preparation. So my dear student, this is crucial time. The students compulsory need to utilize this limited time for maximum utilization and is nothing but optimum utilization. Okay, so I give you some suggestions and some instructions for preparation in this crucial time, because the students are having lot of doubts about preparation, where it will be started, where it will start the preparation, and what are the areas where he is having more concentration. So I give you some general instructions to the students and suggestions so relating to the preparation in this crucial time. Okay, first of all, don't use the cell phones in this crucial time, because it will distract your valuable time. Okay, so this is my valuable suggestion to all of you. So first of all, coming to the preparation strategy, I have classified the chapters involved in your syllabus in 3 parts. So priority wise classification. So my dear student, first of all, please concentrate on those chapters covered in first priority list. So what are the chapters covered in this list is, first one is residential status. So most important chapter. Second one is set off and carry forward, which is also very important chapter. And out of 5 heads, you have concentrate most on first salaries, income from house property, and income from other sources. My dear students, compulsory you may get at least one question from all these chapters covered in first priority. So don't neglect, very important, these chapters covered in first priority. Okay, then if you complete the preparation of all these chapters covered in first priority, then go to second priority chapters. What are the chapters covered in second priority? PGBP. Of course, PGBP is a too complicated chapter and it may consume our time. At least you have concentrate only on adjustments, how to deal the adjustments relating to PGBP. Okay, at least please verify once relating to each and every problem relating to adjustments. Okay, so and the next one is capital gain, and third one is clubbing provisions. Next one is deductions, is nothing but chapter 6A reductions, that is deductions from gross total income. Next one, total income. Okay, so the first priority chapters covered in first priority: residential status, set off and carry forward, salaries, house property, income from other sources. My dear student, don't neglect the chapters covered in first priority. You must concentrate mainly on those chapters covered in first priority. Then we'll concentrate on those chapters covered in second priority. Okay, and lastly, all other remaining chapters will be covered in third priority. If you have a sufficient time, so you will prepare the all other chapters also, like TDS, TCS. You have to concentrate. If you have a sufficient time after completion of first priority chapters and second priority chapters, then prepare at least these 2 chapters at least once, that is TDS and TCS. Okay, another one is a return of income chapter. And next one is exemptions. At least once, if you have sufficient time after completion of first priority and second priority, please concentrate on these 3 chapters covered in third priority. Okay, so this is the table which may very useful to you. So the students must concentrate on more on the chapters covered in first priority, because from all these chapters you will get at least one question from each and every chapter covered in first priority. Okay, please concentrate more. Okay, so this is the crucial time and limited time. You should utilize this time so maximum extent to get the maximum marks. Okay, don't bother about performance in previous exams. Okay, whether you performed well or not. And one more important, my dear students, please don't use the cell phones in this crucial time, because it may consume your valuable time. Okay, So mainly these are the main points which I want to communicate to you. Okay. First of all, please concentrate at least once relating to amendment areas, which was in as per Finance Act 2023. There are a lot of amendments are there in Finance Act 2023. At least concentrate once on amendment areas where the amendments was made by the government in Finance Act 2023. Example 10AA in exemptions chapter. It's the latest amendment in Finance Act 2020. That is important. And in capital gain chapter 54 series, there are two sections amended, that is 54 and 54F. There is an amendment in both the sections. Okay. So my suggestion is please concentrate at least once on areas which is relating to latest amendments as per Finance Act 2023. Okay. Have you understood? And one more important suggestion is students, don't concentrate, don't try to prepare theory part, because so there is no theory question in your exam paper. So all the questions involved in your exam papers must be in practical nature. So don't try to prepare theory part. Okay. So in GST point of view, the theory is very important, but income tax point of view, don't concentrate on theory part. Don't try to prepare theory part separately. So it is better to try to solve the problems at least once covered in each and every chapter. My dear student, my sincere suggestion is all 5 heads, no, don't neglect all 5 heads. Compulsory at least you have 4 problems out of 5 heads. Salary, PGBP, capital gain, other sources, and house property. From all these 5 heads of income, you may get at least 4 problems. So don't neglect the heads of incomes. Out of 5 heads of incomes, you will concentrate more on our 3 heads covered in first priority, that is salaries, house property, and other sources. Because house property and other sources are small heads of incomes when compared to remaining 3 heads. So that the preparation is very easy. The questions are, the problems are also very easy to understand. So that we have to concentrate, you have to concentrate more on these 3 heads of incomes covered in first priority. So salaries, house property, income from other sources. Okay. If you have a sufficient time, then we'll prepare remaining 2 heads also, PGBP and capital gain. Out of these 2 heads, concentrate more on capital gains. Okay. PGBP at least prepare the adjustments covered in each and every problem. Adjustments are very important relating to PGBP head of it. So if you prepared comfortably relating to chapters in first priority and second priority, if you have a sufficient time, then go for other chapters. Out of other chapters, you have to concentrate more on TDS and TCS chapter, return of income chapter, exemptions. Okay. So my dear students, these are the suggestions which I want to communicate to you. All the best to all of you. So thank you.
Indirect taxation. Sir, before exam, there is a very less time is available, sir, but we have to revise the DT and IDT, sir, to score more marks. How can I utilize that less time, sir? Don't worry. This video is for you only. Now, indirect taxation, the weightage of this subject is 50 marks. And direct taxation is the weightage of that subject is also 50 marks. Now, my suggestion is how to score 50 marks in this indirect taxation with less time. How to revise the chapters to score the more marks in less time. That is a very, very important criteria. Now, today I am giving to the solution for that. Sir, for this entire syllabus is divided into 2 parts. Part 1, Part 2. Part 1 is Introduction to GST. Sir, please give utmost importance to this, sir. Please, 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 I'm requesting you. Why? Sir, if you see the last year, 2 years paper, question paper, if you analyze the previous trends, The weightage from this chapter is almost 14 marks. Direct theory questions will ask 2 direct theory questions. Maybe this attempt only 1 question will ask, but we don't know, right? But please read the each and every theory question in this chapter. It will give the more marks in less time. Last time, if you see the last year, 2 years paper, direct 14 marks questions are came from this chapter, 2-7, which is a direct. Features of IDT, features of GST, benefits of GST, GST council functions, functions of GST council. Now, please read each and every question. Please don't neglect this introduction to GST. Now, thereafter, supply. Schedule 1, Schedule 2, Schedule 3. Very, very, very important. In that, importation of service also. And please give the more important to the composite supply and mixed supply. Please practice the one problem on this and also read the difference between these two. After completion of supply, directly come to composition levy. Please read the entire theory regarding the composition levy. Thereafter, try to solve the problems in composition levy along with RCM. Along with RCM. Now, this chapter name is called Read Along with RCM, Reverse Charge Mechanism. After completion of these two, directly come to 4th chapter, Input Tax Credit. Sir, in this chapter, you have to give the importance to the condition to claim the input tax credit, plus condition to claim the input tax credit, plus manner of utilization of ITC, plus practice 2 to 3 problems in this chapter. In material, there are 8 to 10 problems are there. Each and every problem is important problem, but practice 2 problems which covers all the adjustments. Input tax credit, and finally registration. Now, please focus on the main section along with the notification. Please focus on the registration along with notification. Now, after completion of RCM, you have to give the importance to TOS, time value of supply. Time of supply and value of supply. Now, in value of supply, give the importance to only the transaction value. Don't read each and everything regarding that. Only read the transaction value. Value of supply is only regarding the transaction value sufficient, and left the remaining one. Leave the remaining part. Time of supply, value of supply. In value of supply, only practice the transaction value. Thereafter come to the input tax rate. Thereafter come to the registration. Now, in registration, please read the main section along with notification 2019. Okay. Now, after completion of that notification, please try to solve the effective date of registration problem and read the provision regarding the effective date of registration. Thereafter, part 2, tax invoice, debit note, credit note, e-way bill. Now, tax invoice is already covered with the time of supply. Now, please read the definition regarding the debit note and definition regarding the credit note and e-way theory regarding the e-way bill. Just there may be a chance for coming for MCQ. But debit note, credit note, there is one problem in material. Which note can the supplier can issue? Now, that problem is very, very important. Please practice that problem. Then you will get the clarity regarding this debit note and credit note. Okay. Now, after completion of this, 6, returns. Returns. Just read what are the types of returns. GSTR 1, GSTR 3B, GSTR 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, final return. Now, please read the due dates of these returns also. Now, there may be a chance for coming for MCQ regarding the due dates. After completion of returns, And the final chapter is payment of tax. Don't read entire chapter. Just read what do you mean by electronic credit ledger. What do you mean by liability register, cash ledger? Just read any 4 points regarding each and every ledger. That's sufficient. That's sufficient. Now, after completion of these two, everybody taking the choice as custom duty. My suggestion is don't take choice regarding the custom duty. Custom duty is a very, very important than GST. Sir, you are telling? Yes, I am telling correct only. Custom duty is a very, very important than GST. Now, in valuation, there is only one model is there. Every time they keep on asking that model only. Please practice one problem in valuation chapter in customs. Thereafter, duty, first we have to solve please read the valuation of customs. Please try to solve one problem is sufficient, which covers all the adjustments. Now that problem will give for the examination for 7 marks. After completion of the valuation, then duties under customs. Productive duty, countervailing duty. Do you remember that duties? Safeguard duty. Now, please read that duties. Only 3 to 4 lines is sufficient. Okay. Now, just I'm quickly summarize this. Please give the importance to the introduction, supply, composition levy, time of supply, value of supply, input tax credit, registration. Registration, don't read entire registration. Just only some of the important areas are there. Main provision, notification, effective date, revocation or cancellation of registration. That's sufficient. Tax invoice, don't read each and everything. Just what do you mean by debit note? What do you mean by credit note? When the e-way bill issued? What do you mean by e-invoicing? Please, there is a adjustment. There is a new amendment is there. E-invoicing. Please, that's sufficient. Return number, due date. That's sufficient. Now, thereafter, please give the importance to please try to solve the one problem in valuation and also types of duties. That's it. You definitely will get the 40 plus. Have a nice day. All the best.